go over to Dave, who's going to talk about our road course ringer.
And, Jamie, that is Marcus Ambrose, who was fastest in first practice today. But he told me we may want to take some speed out of the race car. I said, why would you want to do that? He goes, remember where I'm starting. I start last. To win, Marcus Ambrose has to pass everybody in the field tomorrow. So the task for crew chief David Hyder and driver Marcus Ambrose is to find an adjustment on the car which will make it more stable than it was in that first practice. And they may want to give him some fresh beverages and a new playlist on his iPod because he's going to be in traffic all day long. Doc?
Dave, Marcus should be fun to watch. He starts 43rd tomorrow, and as you said, he was the fastest car in the practice session just ending a little bit ago. We'll see how he's going to do here in happy hour. Boy, what a great effort that would be for the Wood brothers and Marcus if he could get that car all the way to the front and go to victory lane. Hello, everyone. Along with Dale Jarrett, Andy Petrie, I'm Jerry Punch. Glad to have you with us here for NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Happy Hour. Guys, what is the watchword? What do you want to find out as a crew chief and driver here in happy hour?
Balance is my word, Doc. You need to get this car balanced. The chassis really needs to be balanced. You've got to really get the car to work in all these corners that you have here. And then the brakes. You go down these long straightaways and you get into these tight turns. You got to have the brakes balanced. And then you're balancing horsepower with fuel mileage. These guys need to try to get the best fuel mileage they can so they can make that last pit stop as early as possible. So they'll be balancing their horsepower to fuel mileage. And these guys will be doing that the whole practice session. And so that's my watchword for the day.
Yeah, Doc, I'm going a totally different direction. Normally you hear me talk about patience. I'm saying attack. These guys have to get out here and find their limits. They don't want to be doing that tomorrow. They have to know their limits as far as how much front brake and rear brake bias they can put into their race car. How far can they get to these corners and not lose their car, upset their car to where they're losing too much time in the center of the corner. How much throttle can they put down on the exit of these corners? So they really need to put down some speed and see exactly what their car and themselves are capable of doing.
Drivers attacking the racetrack. That's exactly what this one is all about. We're going to see what these guys have for him. And Marcus Ambrose there attacking this practice session. Not only was he the fastest car in the other sessions, we said a moment ago, he was much faster than anybody else. So we're going to see what he can do here coming from the back of the pack.
That lap right there was the fastest lap of the session so far by Marcus Ambrose. Just bumped Jeff Gordon off the top spot.
Marcus Ambrose. What a special story and special weekend this could be for this driver. Dave?
Yeah, if you've been looking at the ticker on the top there, Doc, you see how much he's backed off and gotten speed out of that race car, haven't you? Still first on the chart right now. Thank you, DJ. He's very quick out there. Happy with the back of the car right now. That was about where he wanted it. But the front of the car was looking for some grip up there. So they worked on the shocks a little bit, and they took some packers out of those, which is a technical term that Brewer can help us with at some point, I'm sure. But they want to change it. Little adjustments on there to give him a little more front grip in the front of that car, but don't mess with the back of it right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dave. He's backed off. He's only 2/10 better than the rest of the field this session, so they've really backed that speed off. But yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, just small things like that they're doing that's actually probably going to help him when he gets to race conditions and making this thing run and the tires last.
Road racing ringers that are here. Boris Said looked to be a contender, but he's had some issues here driving. He's actually in the 45 car, subbing for Kyle Petty.
Doing a little grading while he's out there. That's the way you get back out of that gravel, is you just have to stay in the throttle and then drag all these rocks back out on the track.
Yeah, that's the main thing. We see the whole front there filled up.
That's a lot of rock.
The good thing is with this car, that splitter can double as a snow plow in the wintertime or gravel plow if need be here in the gravel pits at Watkins Glen.